Okay guys, if you're watching this, then I think this is a message to let us have a fantastic 2019. 2018 is almost over and I've had a really great year myself. I turned 18 at the end of January, becoming an adult. That means I could do adult things that any adult could ever do before. And there were loads of tragic events throughout the past 12 months. Well, I'll probably get to that later, but the events that I started to take part in. One of the events was Sharing Dance Day 2018, where we celebrated through dance. Well, this year's Sharing Dance event was taking place at Toronto's Harbourfront Centre, and I think it was a beautiful setting to do our choreography there. And I can still remember that choreography in my head. And I can't wait to see what the ballet school is going to be cooking up for their 60th birthday and their Sharing Dance Day events in 2019. It was also a year of saying goodbye to our favorite celebrities, and goodbye to our family and friends. And my aunt Maggie, she disappeared. She died of a heart attack in early April, which brought me into tears. So my thoughts and prayers are with her. And if you're watching this, I just want to say that we all miss you, Maggie. And we also said goodbye to a few celebrity friends, like DJs and singers and actors and probably science teachers, like the late Stephen Hawking. I don't even know how he died, but I did find out that he did die. But he was a brilliant professor who discovered the theory of almost everything, and was in a TV advert with a Go Compare Man in the UK, and appeared on Little Britain alongside David Walliams, and appeared on an episode of The Simpsons, just to name a few. And we also said goodbye to the Swedish DJ Avicii, who committed suicide in Oman. Some of you may not know Avicii if you haven't heard his music before. Avicii is famous for songs like Levels, Silhouette, and that massive single Wake Me Up that he did with the vocals of Aloe Black. And his recent EP was Avicii 01. I think that's how he spelled it in his EP. He teamed up with Rita Ora and a Swedish friend of his who also did the nights with him. And he did the vocals for Without You on that EP. And us Avicii fans were so sad that Avicii is gone and up in heaven in the clouds with us. And I think we're probably going to hear some of his unreleased music in the coming months of 2019. And probably we'll hear his final album soon. We'll probably hear those collaborations that he did before he died. And suicide is one of those many reasons of mental health. Probably this will help you start a conversation about not committing suicide if you don't. And we also said goodbye to the Queen of Soul, that is Aretha Franklin. I got introduced to Aretha Franklin whilst listening to her song Think on the radio, and watching her cameo appearance in the Blues Brothers. And she did that song Think. It was a Blues Brothers version of that great song. And she had the most wonderful voice, and she was the Queen of Soul. And there was no other soul singer to replace her. I don't think it works that way. But we miss you, Aretha, and we'll probably continue to listen to your music now and in the future. I don't know who else we said goodbye to, but probably the director of Big. It's hard to remember who her name was. And those are just a few of those people who we miss in the past 12 months. Now I remember we also said goodbye to the late Stan Lee. He was the king of cameos and the creator of those Marvel comic books. And he had enough time to do his final cameos for Spider-Man, the new animated movie, Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, and probably Spider-Man Far From Home. And probably not Dark Phoenix, which will be out in June. We'll miss you, Stan Lee, and you are the legend, sir. And those tragic events in the past 12 months, like the one in Toronto, Canada, where about 10 people were dead and probably a few more than that were injured when a car ran into some of the fellow Canadians walking on the pavement and in the roads down Yonge Street. And terrible terrorist attacks like this. The last thing I want is Toronto to have another terror attack like this one back in May. It has to stop. And probably will help start a conversation to prevent this from ever happening in the future. I'm hoping this will help us start a conversation. And there was also that massive tsunami that hit Indonesia a couple days before Christmas on the 21st of December of this year, where more than 200 or 300 people died and about almost up to 1,000 people were injured and still missing. It just makes us very sad. Well, I'm hoping that 2019 will be a really great year for us. And I'm hoping that we won't have any more terror attacks. Probably somewhere in the world, and the last thing I want is to let this happen in Toronto again. I want to make this world a better place. And I'm trying to be a nice Canadian to everyone. And to YouTubers, if you're watching this right now. And I'll try to be a better YouTuber and a better person in 2019. And probably do great projects with my mates from Trowbridge College. Hopefully 2019 will be a really great year for us. And I think it will. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.